everybody, Ron Tijerina here. How are ya? Got me and my congas. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you had a good time today. You know I did. Got a lot done at work. Hope you did too, man. But I just wanted to take a few minutes to share with you. You know, every time I do this, you know where I just came from. I came from the weight room. I came from the gym. I came from the cage. Rah, right? Getting it in, man. I hope you got yours in today too. But I wanted to introduce you to somebody, one of my dear friends. And I'm sure you know this guy. I'm sure you met him. I'm sure you walked with him. I'm sure you even spoke to this dude, right? Woo! I hope you're pumped, man, because I am. Listen, I want to introduce you to this guy. You know, we all have dreams, we have goals, we have ambitions, but we got to have these type of individuals in our life that help us achieve what we're trying to do, right? If you got a dream, right? And you're formulating it in your mind, and you don't want to share it with nobody because you got to be careful because there's such a thing out there as dream crushers. Don't share your dreams with everybody because not everybody wants to hear it. They don't want to hear what you got to say. So be careful. And they will hate on you. They'll talk about you like you garbage, right? They'll tell you, man, who does that dude think he is? Who does she think she is? You know, they'll remember your past. They'll start to think about, man, ain't that the same person, man, that used to do that type of stuff, right? And then all of a sudden you begin to get cleaned up, sobered up, right? Maybe you're out there right now and you can't seem to keep a job. Maybe you're out there right now and your relationship's kind of faltering, right? Maybe you're out there and you're just alone and you're wandering right now, trying to figure out, what am I going to do with my life, right? Been there, done it, know it, right? I've been married 31 years. To my best friend. I tell you what, she is the lady of my life. She is the dream of my life. But guess what? In order to have a healthy relationship, it takes work. It takes a lot of work, and I put my work into it because I love her, and I'm willing to do it because I got to go ambitions. I want to retire in a way with my lady in a way that's healthy, but it ain't going to come overnight. I got to put some effort into it. I got to work. So fellas, let me tell you about this dude that I walk with, right? I can't just one day take my lady out on a date, right? And then wait 6, 7, 8, 9 months later, take her out on another date. Maybe we do it twice a year. Maybe we do it once a year. We go out on a date. It don't work like that. You gotta treat your lady like it's your girlfriend, like she's your pride, and you want to cherish her, man. Because I tell you what. Because this dude I'm going to introduce you, he will help you become successful in your relationships, in your workplace. If you're trying to do what I'm doing, if you're in the gym, you're working out because you want to change the vehicle you're traveling in, right? Maybe you're a little overweight, man. I know what it's like to be overweight, and I don't like it. I know what it's like to be overweight, and I don't like it. I don't like it, right? I don't want to wear big clothes. I don't want to wear big shirts, classic dress shirts, right? I like to wear the slim fit, maybe the fitted. Well, maybe not the fitted, but at least a slim fit would be cool, right? Maybe one of those tailor-made shirts with the V in the back. Oh, that would be something, right? But let me tell you about the guy you got to walk with. You've been listening to me for a little while. You're waiting for this dude. Let me introduce you. His name is consistency. Are you consistent with what you want to do? If you want a six-pack, do you do stomach work twice, 3 times a week, once a month, every 6 months you hit the gym? It don't happen like that. In order to get a six-pack, you got to be consistent. How about at work? You want a raise, right? Are you consistently clocking in overtime? Are you consistently showing up before everybody else does? Are you the first one there and the last one to leave? Or are you just expecting a raise just because you did what was required of you? Listen to me. If you're a minimalist, if you got a job and you're just doing exactly what they tell you to do and you're not looking to do any extra, don't expect extra. You hear what I said? Because that's good stuff. If you're only doing what's expected, then only expect what's expected in return. But if you're doing extra, and you're out there and you see a job, right? And you're working your job and you're on the line working. Listen to me now. And you see something that needs to get done, go do it. I guarantee you somebody's watching. Somebody's paying attention. They're looking for that go-getter. They're looking for that next foreman. They're looking for that next supervisor. They're looking for somebody who doesn't need to be told what to do. You see something on the ground, pick it up. right? If you see dirty clothes in the laundry, wash the laundry. Don't wait for your wife to do it, dudes, fellas. Come on, man. You know how to run the washing machine. If you see a load of clothes in the basket and you know they're clean, fold them. It kills me. I talk to a lot of guys. I work with a lot of men, and they're having troubles in their relationship. I said, let me ask you this, man. I said, let me ask you, man. How many times a week do you do the dishes at home? And the common response is, dishes? Are you kidding me? I'm the man of the house. I don't do dishes, man. I said, listen, man, that's your first problem, man. First of all, you might be the man of the house, but you're a grown man with little boy issues. Because a healthy adult is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a grown man. She's not looking for a grown man. She wants a healthy adult. Because a healthy adult don't play house. A healthy adult will build a house. But you got to be consistent. You got to show up. You want to be able to do 100 push-ups in one set. Guess what? If you ain't never did a push-ups, you might get close to knocking out 100, but I tell you what, you are going to be so sore, right, the next day because you haven't prepared. You haven't prepped up. You haven't done what it takes to be able to do 50 in a row, 75 in a row, 100 in a row, right? Say this with me. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You got to be consistent. You got to show up on time. You got to do the job and then some. And you can't be mad at the foreman if he says, hey, I need you to work overtime tonight. You got to say, let's do it. Not a problem. There's a new phrase in our life, right? It's called, it's my pleasure. Man. So when they ask you to do something at work, dad, when they ask you to do something at work, husband, when they ask you to do something at work, right? It's my pleasure is what you should be responding to. You got the job, and now you're mad because they're asking you to work. Oh, kills me all the time. All the time, man. You got the job, and then when they ask you to show up overtime, you get upset. Or you take it personal. Come on now, man. This is a real place. This is real life. You want the American dream? You got to be consistent. And I promise you, you will be well rewarded. Man, I'm talking a lot. That just deserved a little bit more action, right? These are my congas, man. Maybe I didn't introduce you. I love my congas. Learning some techniques. Learning how to play them. I tell you what, it takes practice, right? It takes practice. Be consistent. But I want to introduce you one more guy. I hope he didn't leave yet. There's some good stuff. Because see, consistency don't walk alone. He don't walk by himself. I may have introduced him before in the past, but I want to bring him out again. See, to be consistent, you got to be disciplined. And discipline don't walk with chumps. To be consistent, you got to be disciplined. You got to be able to do it. Show up, show out, man. Don't wait for somebody else to take your spot, man. If you want that seat on the bus, then you got to work hard for it. If you want that seat on the plane, you got to work hard for it. You want to fly that plane, you got to work hard for it. Listen to me, man. Ain't nothing coming to a sleeper. Come on, you got some dreams, you got some goals. You got to be consistent. That's what will happen. You will reap your reward if you are consistent. But you got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined. It ain't enough for me just to lift weights. I got to be disciplined in my nutrition. I got to watch what I eat. I got to watch what I put in my mouth, right? Oh, come on now. Come on. I'm the first dude to tell you, I go through McDonald's, man, I'm having a mind battle. I want some French fries, right? Come on now. How many love McDonald's fries, man? Come on. Man, and you know they're bad for you. You know they're greasy, but we eat them because why, man, ain't nothing like a McDonald's French fry. Come on now. Come on, tell the truth. Now, I quit drinking pop, man. I tell you what, my wife inspired me to quit drinking pop. She used to drink a 12-pack a day, 12-pack of Coke. Ooh-wee. Now, she's been almost 3.5 years she's drank a pop. It's been 3.5 years since I drank a pop. I tell you what, it has been so liberating, so refreshing to know we're not addicted to that stuff. We don't need it. We don't want it. We want to change the way we live. We want to change our lifestyle. And it begins right here. You want to obtain something that you've never had before? It begins right here. I'm going to give you one more secret before I close out. I'm going to tell you the difference between somebody successful. Maybe you didn't see it in another video. Maybe you missed it, but I'm going to share it with you again because this is some good stuff. The consistency. You got to hear this stuff over and over again in order to attain something that you're trying to do. In order to obtain that dream, that goal. Man, you might see a Tesla out there. You might see a Cadillac. I don't know what your goal is. I don't know what you're trying to do, but in order to obtain it, you got to be consistent. If it's to pay off your house, if it's to pay off a student loan, if it's to rekindle your love with your wife, rekindle your love with your relationship, rekindle a relationship with your children. Come on now. Come on, we all got issues, man. It It takes work. It takes discipline. It takes consistency, right? The difference between, here it is, ready? The difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who's not. Let me tell you, your past doesn't define who you are, but it will qualify you for something greater if you learn from it, if you allow it to teach you something. Listen, this is America. This is the greatest country in the world. I will always honor this country. This country not only blessed me, but it blessed my family. Even in my darkest time in my life, and it was dark, right? I was still reaping the blessings of not only being an American, but living in this great country. Come on now. Listen. The difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who's not is the way they think. It's not their skin color. It's not what side of the tracks they were born on. It's not any religion, any of that. Listen, it's the way you think, man. It's the way you think. And so I'm going to tell you this. I'll tell you, bro, you show me your friends, man, I'll show you what you're going to look like in 5 years, right? You show me your people. Let's do this. Be consistent in loving your family. Be consistent at the work. Be consistent in your dreams. Be consistent in writing your journal. Be consistent practicing the congas. Be consistent in whatever you're doing, and discipline will manifest himself. He will start to walk with you. He will start to show his guns. He will start to pack up, right? Boom, boom, pack up, baby. Woo! Not pack up. Pack up, push that chest out, right? And watch what happens, man. People will gravitate to what you're creating. People will gravitate to your greatness. People will gravitate and begin to lift you up, because guess what? They know when they begin to lift you up, they too will rise with you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Are people rising you up? Are you rising them up? Be consistent. Be disciplined. This is the greatest country in the world. There are no excuses. If I can do it, so can you. My name is Ron Tijerina. I hope you enjoyed my little show tonight. I had a lot of fun, man. I tell you what, I had a little fun. I'm going to go out with a little bang here. We're playing little congas. So subscribe below. Hit like a couple times. I don't know. Hit like, man, will you? Like. Let me know what you think. Subscribe below. Check it out. Share this with friends. Until next time, I am rooting for you. TYRO.